Hi and welcome to Winners Corner. Kalmar Racetrack is where we're heading this Saturday, and last week we had a V75 jackpot round, and also this Saturday we're lucky in that sense. We have a jackpot. 4.7 million euros is expected to a single winner. And Harry, what do you think of the round?
I think we've got a great weekend ahead of us. We've got all sorts of things going. We have V75 on Sunday, great racing on Saturday, and we've got the Prix del Marique to top it off on Sunday.
Okay, we'll start immediately now then, because we have lots of things to go through. We start in race 5, and as normal, it equals the start of the V75 round, and it's a silver division race of a full distance. And what would be your opening bet now here?
My opening bet is Master Crow, and I have absolutely no doubt about it. He did a fantastic race last time, and he broke only because his mouth was a little sore, and so when the driver, actually Peter Ingves, pulled the rein, he broke as a result of the pain in his mouth. His comeback was absolutely phenomenal, and they're really holding high hopes of winning. I say it's all over bar the shouting.
So a win bet there in race 5 is what we start with. Master Crow number 1. Race 7, it holds the biggest favorite by far in this round. It's the gold division, and number 3, Vesterbo on the news. Most people, they can't really see him losing this race. What's your opinion here?
Yeah, I'm absolutely all the way. Vesterbo on the news, like I tend to say, it's not over till the fat lady sings, but I'm telling you, the fat lady has already sung. It's all over bar the shouting. Vesterbo on the news is going to win it.
So, how do we do in this race betting-wise then? Because it's no point in placing a win bet.
Absolutely. I suggested a Quinella, and I thought Quick Fix will give us a relatively good payback, because Vesterbo on the news is definitely the winner. Quick Fix, I think, will fix a little payout for us.
So here in race 7, we have a Quinella bet suggestion with number 3, Vesterbo on the news, and number 6, Quick Fix. We turn the page to race 8, and it's a big field, 15 mares of a full distance, and they're divided up over 2 tiers. Harry, where do we find the winner, you think?
Yeah, I've put my neck out, and as I say, everybody knows that I rate Veijo Heiskanen as the best trainer in the world, and I've seen what he's done to us. I think you people have seen how good he is. He's got a filly there called Prima Italia, and started in December. You can watch her winning here very easily at Åby. Unbelievably good. She hasn't raced for a month and a half, but Veijo Heiskanen never sends his horses unprepared, and I see her taking the lead and staying there all the way.
Sounds then like a quite safe win bet there in race 8 with number 3, Prima Italia. Race 9 is a Class 2 race over long distance, and here we find what seems to become the second biggest favorite of the day in number 2, Fair Play Pellini. How do we find some betting value in this race?
Yeah, Fair Play Pellini is the correct favourite, but I looked at the Real Star last time out. Tobin Jonsson was driving. You can see her. She's right at the back there. She had a break and came back very strongly. Look down the straight, how she absolutely eating up the ground. And I marked down in my card next time. So watch out for 8, the Real Star, and I think will give you a rather good return on show odds.
So a show bet there on number 11, the Real Star. Now, time to pay some attention to the daily double. And as usual, it takes place in races 10 and 11. And DD1, it is a bronze division race where I know that you like 2 horses. Tell us about them.
I've left out the favourite, but I've gone for number 1, Henk van Hollerud, and I think if he gets out from that inside draw, and there's a good chance he will, I think he should have a really good chance of taking home the spoils. The one that I like also is from draw 11, which isn't easy, but I've liked what I've seen in the last few races, and that's 11 Star Ivy League. So I've gone for 2 second and third or fourth favourites, as opposed to taking the favourite Friend of Nature.
That's interesting, and we move on to DD2, which is a Class 1 race over sprint distance. And the question is now here, who do you think we'll see in the lead? Because that is the horse you think will win this race.
The big question is who's going to take the lead. Obviously, Global Science, Peter Lundberg coming all the way down from the north to drive. He's got a filial just outside of Eskilstuna. But nevertheless, to Global Science, many people will say that he should take the lead. I say no. I say Erik Adielsson on 4, Eric Sting. Fantastic start specialist. Erik Adielsson also has an incredibly high percentage of wins in the final leg of the V75. So I say Sting them, take 4 Eric Sting.
And this means that we have 2 combinations for the Daily Double this Saturday. Now, time to devote time to the most important thing this Saturday, and that is, of course, the Jackpot V75 round. 4.7 million euros to a single winner. Could be me, could be you. The rules are simple. We have to find the winners in 7 consecutive races. And Harry here has, of course, made a serious try to solve this puzzle for us. And this is the result of his efforts. 3 bankers, Harry, and we've talked about all of them. Number 3, Västerbond the News in V75-3. Number 3, Prima Italia in the 4th leg. And then number 4, Eric Sting in the last leg. Is there any one of these 3 bankers that you are still a little bit nervous about?
Well, Eric Sting, especially as we pointed out, against Global Science for the lead. But quite honestly, I'm looking for a nice payout for those that follow us. And I think that'll give good dividends. So we stick it.
We do so. And the only race we haven't mentioned yet is the 2nd leg, Harry. It's the Apprentice Drivers Race. 15 horses. You've marked 5 of them on your system. Do you feel safe with these 5?
Yeah, it's an apprentice race, and we've got a top-class level of apprentices. But generally speaking, quite often the upsets come. And I've taken five that I think one of the winners should come from one of them. But as I say, if you can afford more, take more. But the 5 I've taken have got a fairly good chance of taking home the spoils.
Sounds convincing, Harry.
It
Thank
is.
you. Yeah, 500 combinations. That is what this Saturday's V75 system consists of. At our website, SwedishHorseRacing.com, you can find all the additional information about Swedish trotting and horse betting that you need. And now we wish you the best of luck with your bets to this Saturday race day at Kalmar Racetrack. Bye-bye.